So today's July 21st, longest day, and it should have been Gritfest, day 2 of Gritfest 2020. Obviously, sadly that's not happened. I decided to come out and do a bit of a ride and do what was going to be Gritfest day 1. I've got a bit of an adventure planned. I've got this Ritchey Outback on test. Also got some Lifeline bikepacking bags, and gonna go test them out. Now, because of the situation at the moment, I can't really go on a full-on bikepacking trip, so I'm just doing a big ride, trying to keep it as realistic as possible, and camping in the garden. But I'm gonna try and do it as genuinely as possible. I've packed everything I need. I've got food for tonight, and yeah, hopefully gonna have a good time and enjoy a nice ride. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's not a review just on the bike and the kit, but it's more about setup, testing what works. What I will say, this Ritchey at the moment, quite liking it. So it's got really long chain stays, which make it stable, which when you're carrying bikepacking bags, that's a big plus. The full review of the Ritchey will be up in time on Off-Road CC, and the same for the bags, which are Lifeline. So on this bike at the moment, I've got the saddle bag, frame bag, and a top tube bag. We also do a front mount bag, but it doesn't really fit on this bike. Handlebars are too narrow. Only thing I'll say at the moment is the back, the saddle bag seems really good. Very, very little sway on it. For someone who climbs out the saddle a lot, that's a big plus. In a beautiful part, wicked little valley and a long climb up. So I'm a little bit out of breath and a long way to go. Only 14 k's of about 100. Coming around Llyn Brianne. I'll be coming on the other side much later on. Yeah, cracking day at the moment, or cracking evening. At the moment, very noticeable, I've got a tailwind, which is not so good for later on. So right now I'm just past the furthest point away, starting to head back, head south. Pretty much the middle of nowhere, middle of the Tywi forest. The little bothy that I jump to in the winter, not too far from here. I hadn't really accounted for the temperature. Just dropped to single figures, which I wasn't expecting. But hopefully as I head back down to lower altitude, it'll warm up a little bit, because I'm quite high up here. So half past 7. Been out for 2 hours 20, ahead of where I thought I'd be actually, so hopefully a nice fast ride back, and I hope that headwind isn't too strong. It's now morning after. I would say overall trip was really good, worthwhile, some things learnt. This is the setup that I've used. Biggest thing is well, last night there was a lot of dew, kind of see off the ground sheet, off this polycro. There's a lot of water, and on here, see on the cape, the combination of this Neo Air Uber Light, which is fairly new for me, and that ground sheet with quite a bit of slip. It's quite slippery. Might have a look at maybe trying to do something with this and making a better ground sheet, but otherwise it was good. Inflatable pillows, probably, I don't know, I might not bother with it on short trips. It was fine without it. Other thing, I'd maybe look at trying to use this to get a bit more head height. What I'm thinking of is a guy rope which will attach to the bike itself, because this will give a bit more head height, and otherwise, because it was dry, I was able to keep this open, which maybe reduced the condensation a little bit. Managed to test some of the little Alp Kit Kraku, I think it's Kraku stove. This was good. I did one thing I cheated with kind of is that this was at home waiting, because it's nearly empty. I wanted to try and use this up. I carried this with me, which is an MSR mini one. Also recently got this little mug, used this for cooking in. That was good, worked well. Although choice of food, maybe I'll rather than use noodles, try and use something which you add boiling water to. So conditions last night were they were fine. Got down to about 9 degrees, probably borderline for the sleeping bag that I've got, but it stayed warm enough. Overall, really good. I'm pleased I'm able to do this now. Wales is opening back up soon, so I'll be able to do some proper bike packing and hopefully just get rid of some little kit niggles on the bike. And there was no problems at all. The packs worked well. The bike was really good. Really pleased with all that. Just a couple of little tweaks to the shelter, I think. But yeah, as soon as we're able to go outside properly, got a good idea of what I need to change and what I can do.